Today on The Joy of Editing, I'll be testing the Lines AI model found in Topaz Gigapixel AI. This model is supposed to be really good when working with architectural photography. We're going to test that out today. Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome to The Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. There's two models in Topaz Gigapixel AI that I rarely ever use, and that is the very compressed model and the lines model. On my last video, I showed you how the very compressed model is very good when you're working with images that you've scanned. And now today I want to show you the Lines AI model, which is supposed to be good when working with architectural photography. Think buildings, skylines, and things of that nature. I'm going to test that out today and see how good it is. Now, the very compressed and Lines AI models are two models that I generally never use, but I thought I'd give them a try and see what they're all about. Now, you don't find these models in Topaz Photo AI. They're only in Gigapixel at this point. If you haven't seen my test video on the very compressed AI model, I'll link it at the end of this video so you can go back and watch it. But today I'll be testing the Lines AI model on this building image, and we'll see what kind of results we can get. I'll also be comparing the Lines model with 5 other AI models found in Gigapixel AI. We'll be doing some pixel peeping. Well then, let's get started. I'm working out of Photoshop, and I'll show you how I conducted my tests. So here is my original file, and you can see here's the pixel dimensions. 2549 by 3132. I'll be upscaling this image 4 times, by the way. But what we need to do first is come up here to File. Now, you won't find Gigapixel under Filter. If you go to Topaz Labs, you're not going to find Gigapixel here because you've got to run it out of Automate. And here's how you get to Automate. You come up here to File. You come down, you'll find Automate here, and then you will find Topaz Gigapixel AI. Now, if you want to upscale anything with Topaz Photo AI, by the way, you also have got to use Automate. You can do sharpening, denoising, and just basic enhancing without upscaling with Photo AI from a filter plugin. But if you want to upscale using Topaz Photo AI, you got to use Automate like I did with Gigapixel here. Let me show you how I conducted my tests here in Gigapixel. Right now you'll notice resize mode. Now if your resize mode isn't open, you could click on resize mode and it will open it up. And you can see I am on scale 4 times. You can also use width or height, but I'm using scale. And you'll notice here for AI model, and again, if your AI model is not open, just click on AI model, it'll open up. And as you can see, I'm using auto settings because the auto setting toggle is turned on. You could shut this off, turn it on. But it has chosen for me low resolution. However, if we come over here and hover over the eye for AI model, you can see that lines for architecture, cityscapes, typography, and any image with thick lines. So even though Gigapixel was telling me low res, I definitely want to try out lines because this is an image of a building with lots of lines. Now for this test, I started out with standard version 2. Because what I want to do is try each one of these models on this building. Standard version 2, high fidelity version 2, ArtCG, low resolution, very compressed, as well as lines, and see how they all stack up against each other. Now, I did not use standard version 1 or high fidelity version 1. I opted to go with standard version 2 and high fidelity version 2. And the reason for that is I believe standard version 1 and high fidelity version 1 will be going away soon after Topaz are satisfied with their new standard version 2 and high fidelity version 2. But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong about that. And now as far as settings go, I start out with the auto settings with this button toggled on. You just click it to shut it off, click it again to turn it on. And then if I felt I needed any adjustments here for minor deblur or minor denoise, I would adjust those if needed. And really, most of the images came back with just auto settings. I think standard version 2, I ended up bumping up the denoise just a little bit. And also on lines, I bumped up the denoise a bit. So I wanted to get the best result I could get back into Photoshop. And I used that procedure for all 6 models. And after I had everything set the way I wanted it, I just click Save to Photoshop. And now we're back here in Photoshop. And as you can see here, I have a standard version 2, high fidelity version 2, low resolution, ArtCG, very compressed in lines. And I'll show you all the different results. Now, what you're seeing right now is just the image upscaled without any enhancement on it whatsoever. This video was recorded in 4K, so if you have a fast enough internet connection, you may want to bump up your resolution to 4K. If I show you all the different models right now, the results where we're seeing the entire image, it's going to be really hard to really see any difference. So let's go ahead and zoom in. I'm going to use my TK9 combo panel to zoom into 100%. So we can really see here, and we'll move around and we'll do some pixel peeping here. But this is the image without any enhancement. Now let me show you standard version 2, and then we'll work our way up to lines. Here's standard version 2. I'm going to turn it on. So you see the difference there? It's definitely a better image. And if I shut it off, you see there is no enhancement, and here is enhancement, okay? And now let's go to High Fidelity 2 and compare it to Standard version 2, see if it's any better. So let me turn on High Fidelity 2. Okay, so let me shut it off. This is Standard version 2. This is High Fidelity version 2. There might be a slight improvement there, but not much. Now let's check out low resolution compared to High Fidelity version 2. Here's low resolution. Now that definitely looks better to me, so let me shut this off. That's High Fidelity version 2. Here is low resolution. I'll let my TK9 combo panel give me some help. I'll use this button here, which will show me the before, which will show me the no enhanced version. So here is, right now you're seeing low resolution, and now here's the comparison to no enhancement. So no enhancement, low resolution. And now let's compare low resolution to ArtCG. I'm going to turn on ArtCG. And now to me, that does not look as good as low resolution. Let me shut it off and you'll see low resolution. So here's low resolution. I think that looks better than, I'll turn ArtCG back on. That looks soft, right? So let me shut this off again. That's low res, and this is ArtCG. And now let's compare ArtCG to very compressed. Or let's do this. Being that we didn't like ArtCG so much, let me shut this off again. Low resolution has been the best so far in my opinion. So let's leave it on and compare it to very compressed. So now I'll turn on very compressed. And very compressed got even worse than ArtCG in my opinion. So let me shut off very compressed. So now let me compare my favorite so far, low resolution, to lines. And now let me turn on lines. And here's the big test right here. Lines should be the best result, but let's see if it is. Let me turn it on. Okay, so there's lines, and I think that looks really good. We're going to move around the rest of the image too, by the way. But there is lines. Study that for a little bit. Now we're going to compare it to low resolution. So let me shut it off. This is low resolution. Yeah, did you see the drop off there? It's not as good. And now when I turn lines back on, that definitely looks better. And now let's compare it to the unenhanced version. Let me go back and see that. Here is the unenhanced version, and now the Lines AI model. I think it is the true winner, and Topaz, I believe, are right on this. I went ahead and zoomed back to like 50%. We're still up close and personal, but I really want us to see more of the lines and see what kind of a result it did. And let's move around the image here. I'm in the upper left-hand corner right now. So let me go down and let's just study the image. I like what I'm seeing. I'm going to stop here for a second because let's go back to the unenhanced version. It looks like this, and now we look like this with lines. So it's done a really great job in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments section below, but let's look all around this image and see if we're happy with it. And so far, I think I really like it. Now we can look at the bottom of the image and let's start coming up the image, looking around, and I don't know, looks pretty darn good to me. Now I have to be honest with you, I've tried this out on different building shots, on skylines and so on, and I've been really happy with the results. So I would highly recommend that you would test this out for yourself. And then let me know in the comments section below what you think. Well, there it is, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a like and share it with your friends. If you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe. Click that bell notification icon. Click all so that you'll receive all of my notifications. And then every time I upload a new tutorial, you'll get notified about it. Well, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today on The Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly, and I will see you all right here next time. But until then, happy editing.